Now you guys have been a great crowd tonight. You've gone with me everywhere I've wanted you to go. But you've just been sitting there this whole time thinking, Anthony, this is all well and good. But where are your offensive jokes? Where are your showstoppers, if you will? Well, guys, I saved those for the end. I'm going to tell you all a series of jokes right now that are going to get increasingly more offensive. I like that enthusiasm. Let's see how far it carries. They say it's easy. They say it's easy to make fun of retarded people. But let me tell you guys something, it is not. You have really got to explain it to them. That was the first one. Every night my girlfriend comes home from work and she brings with her a houseplant. She's like, Anthony, I had to pick this up. We need a houseplant in our apartment. And every night I make her return it. I say, no way, baby. You can't take care of a houseplant. You couldn't even keep your baby alive. Two for two, huh? We just found out my little brother has a peanut allergy. A peanut allergy, which is very serious, I know. But still, I feel like my parents are totally overreacting. They caught me eating a tiny little bag of airline peanuts, and they kicked me out of his funeral. I feel like some of you guys might be too nice to laugh at some of these jokes. And that's okay, not everybody has a great sense of humor. You guys will probably love my little nephew. He's like 6 years old, so cute. I talk to him every day on the phone. He's unbelievable. He's got like the greatest imagination ever. He's either gonna be an incredible artist someday, or he really did get molested. I wasn't even laughing about that one. I was thinking about what's coming. I feel like I need to say, like, I really believe this, that being a mother seems like one of the toughest jobs in the world. Right? Like, literally, right below comedian. So to me, if a mother does her best, then in my book, she's a good mom. Now, my mom did her very best. Unfortunately, she was also a terrible person. Like my mom, for most of her life, and this is true, my mom for most of her life was a Holocaust denier. Does everybody know what that means? I mean, she couldn't believe the Holocaust happened. It's like the worst thing you can be. And it was terrible for the entire family to have to deal with. Until finally, a couple of years ago, we had an intervention. And we had a rabbi come into the home.
No.
Had him walk her through the history of the Jewish people. And then he made her watch Schindler's List. And after that, my mom did a complete 180. Now, she can't believe it only happened once. Oh. I'm not a religious person. I would call myself an atheist. You know, I don't have a good story behind it. I'm just reasonable. My girlfriend has got like the greatest story behind why she's not religious anymore. So when she was a kid, like 12 years old, her parents nailed a 25-pound crucifix to the wall right above her bed.
Oh.
About 2 weeks later, in the middle of the night, the crucifix falls off the wall and leaves a 2-inch gash in the back of her dad's head. Like, whether you laughed or not, you got to admit, that's a great story. Now, this is the ideal time to tell you guys that I love to meet fans after the show. I like when people come up and say, Anthony, you're a genius. Anthony, best show I've ever seen. And that's it. I don't ever want to hear anything else. If you've got a bone to pick with me over something I've said tonight, instead, you should just shut the up. Because seriously, I know more about comedy than you do. And you came to see me. Like I said, shut the up. But still, even after I've just said all that, you still feel like you need to come up and bitch. Well, then I will be as polite as I can possibly be. However, it is ill-advised. Because you will end up as a joke in my act. Much like the blind guy who came up and complained to me in Seattle after a show. He walked up and said, Anthony, Anthony. Why didn't you tell any blind jokes tonight? I came here to hear blind jokes tonight. And I said, well, here's a blind joke. Another good one for me was the lesbian in Portland who ran up after a show. And I know she was a lesbian because she ran up and yelled out, Anthony, I'm a lesbian. And I thought you were really funny tonight. But you're just lucky you didn't make any lesbian jokes up there. Because I would have gotten really mad if you had made fun of any lesbians.
There you go.
And I wanted to say to her, hey, do you realize that that makes you a terrible person? And that you have no sense of humor? Plus, you're an idiot. If you felt okay laughing at all the other messed up things I joked about, well, you'd have gotten really upset if I'd made fun of you or something you cared about. And I was gonna say all that. But then I remembered Anthony. She's a lesbian. She knows. My second favorite post-show interaction of all time had to be was in Boston a couple years ago, and a very drunk girl, they're always very drunk, ran up to me. And she screams out, "You should never make fun of the Holocaust." And I said, "Why?" "You know, just to be a dick." And she says, "Because I lost family in the Holocaust." And I said, "Well, you don't look Jewish." And she said, "Listen, ass, there are certain lines you're not supposed to cross. Certain boundaries you're never supposed to push." And I said, hey, I just gave you a compliment. But my favorite, the best, most unbeatable, never gonna happen again post-show interaction of all time had to be just about a year ago. I was performing in Orlando, Florida, home of Casey Anthony. And this is right after the trial, like immediately after the trial. And I said, listen, everybody, I don't understand what the big deal is here. Of course, Casey Anthony is innocent. If she's guilty of anything, it's killing her baby. Now, after the show, I'm taking pictures, signing tits. You know how it is. And a guy walks up to me, totally sober, looking very upset. And he says, you need to do me a favor, which is a terrible way to start. He says, you need to never tell another Casey Anthony joke ever again. And I said, why? You know, just to be a dick. And he says, I'll never forget this. He says, because her daughter, Kaylee Anthony, is my niece. And I said, bull. At which point he takes out his phone, sadly hits a couple buttons, and he shows me a picture of him holding little Kaylee Anthony in happier times, of course. And he says, see, you son of a bitch. And I said, no, man, I believe you. I just mean she was your niece. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great night. Thank you so much.
The encore. And that was Anthony JESELNIK. Am I saying it right? JESELNIK?
JESELNIK.
Yeah, so our first time viewing, not what we expected. Looked like a nice guy, but he had some dark humor there.
Yeah.
Huh?
He sounds very confident in his stage presence.
Yeah.
I can't quite see someone with the way he carries himself.
Yeah, back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah.
The compliments he make on himself, right? Just
Yeah.
flex the way he flexed.
It was like he was cocky, yet he also kind of rocked it at the same time.
Yeah.
With his confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, his stage presence is very interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was different. Usually we see other comedians that are very animated, but he's very collected.
Yeah.
Like he's very timid. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Some of the topics, I don't know. It's it's. I mean, it's from 2013. About leaving the note with the girl on a date. That's risky.
I feel like he really owns his niche of dark comedy.
Yeah.
I feel like he really does a good job. If you said that he's in a roast, I could really see him pulling through very well in a roast.
Yeah. So I don't think I've seen him in a roast. It's probably William Shatner, maybe.
Yeah, William Shatner, possibly.
We've done a few roasts, but we haven't seen all of them. Yeah. Yeah. So Caligula, I had to look that up. We didn't know what it was, but it's some Roman emperor, right?
Who was hated.
Who was hated. So he's
And assassinated.
So he's, that's who he would want to eat dinner with, dinner or life.
Yeah.
To his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, some really dark, dead jokes and everything too. The wishes. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Throw back to that flip through the magazines and doing those quizzes, because I was definitely one of those girls.
The changing the answers.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's you ever played them?
There's
I know what it
many
is.
choices. Yeah.
Gotta get to the good spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything stuck out to you? Lucky.
No, not so much.
No?
Yeah,
You're
like,
used to the raunchy comedy.
Yeah. It takes a certain type of personality to like love his jokes. You know, or his comedy.
Yeah.
Because he filled up that empathy.
Yeah. But then it's like
Eating it, Chief.
yeah, and then his crowd interaction was good. You know,
I agree,
I
I
like the
agree,
crowd
I agree.
interaction. But like you said, it takes a type of personality to really, you know. And he tested the water, like he said, you know. A lot of times, we're like, ooh. I mean, we're in 2024 now, so 2013, you know.
It's a little bit. You can pull off a lot of those jokes more.
Yeah, even like with the uploads for YouTube. I know this is on YouTube as well, so you want the video without us in it. It is in the description down below, the link. But you know, they have to bleed stuff out. But some words, it's trigger words for like the algorithm, so it's gonna be tough. Yeah. So we're good on this one. Yeah. So that was Anthony JESELNIK, right? Am I saying it right now? JESELNIK. Yeah, from 2013. Caligula. Caligula. So if you do like our reaction, please like, comment, and subscribe. So hit the notification bell, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Chee-hoo.